Welcome to a special celebrity edition of Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. Is that a good build-up for you, Eggs?
Oh, it's excellent.
You like that? Having designs on taking down our quiz Goliaths today are Seamingly Clueless. Now, everyone on this team will be familiar to you for the creative expertise they bring to some of the most popular lifestyle programmes on TV. So, let's meet them.
Hello, I'm Tom Dyckhoff. I'm an architecture and design historian and broadcaster and presenter of the Great Interior Design Challenge.
Hello, I'm Piers Taylor. I'm an architect and I present The House That 100K Built and The World's Most Extraordinary Homes.
Hello, I'm Esme Young. I've been involved in making clothes my whole life, from designing, cutting, making, teaching, and now I'm a judge on the Great British Sewing Bee.
Hello, my name's Danny Clarke. I present a series called The Instant Gardener, which shows us how we can have a nice garden without it breaking the bank.
Hello, I'm Keith Brymer Jones. I'm a potter and a designer, and I'm also a judge on the Great Pottery Throwdown.
So, Tom and team, hello.
Hello.
Welcome, great to see you. And I should start, Tom, by just asking about the team name here, Seamingly Clueless. I noticed the spelling of that.
Yes, a little witty aside there, in honour of Esme. And the fact that we're trying to be a little bit self-deprecating as well. Hopes are not high. What do you say?
Hopes are pretty low, actually.
Hopes
are pretty low.
Pretty high, don't worry. And the Eggheads can have their clueless moments, so do not worry. They're not, by any means, faultless, are you? You do slip up.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck, challengers. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for your chosen charity. If you fail to defeat the Eggheads, we just roll the prize money over to the next show. Now, we've had some celeb teams in already, and they've all come a cropper. OK?
No
8 of
pressure,
them
then.
in a row. Well, I think that's good for you. It means that no one's won before, and the jackpot for you to win is 9,000. OK? So 8 teams have failed. You're the 9th. Good luck. Shall we start?
Yeah.
Go on,
Focus.
then. Yeah, bring it on.
Shall we hold hands? We can do it.
You can do it. Come on. We've got a lot of talent on this desk. The first head-to-head battle is on the subject of music.
Music.
And it's one of you got to choose against either here, Judith, who famously won £1 million, Kevin, Steve, Dave, Lisa.
Come on,
I'm happy to do music.
Yeah, you music.
You music?
OK.
You want to do music?
Yeah.
I'll do sport if it comes up.
I'm good at music.
Go, Piers, go.
But against who?
I think Judith.
Judith?
Yeah.
Bold. Bold.
And I know you did Bob Dylan as your specialist subject on Celebrity Mastermind. OK, Piers, from Seemingly Clueless, our first celeb in, going against our own Judith from the Eggheads. And just to ensure there's no conferring, would you please now take your positions in our famous question room? Well, your thing is architecture, Piers, I know, but we don't have an architecture round.
That's a pity, so I'm going to have to settle for music.
Well, I know you love Bob Dylan especially.
That's right, yeah, Bob Dylan is a big hero, but I do have my gaps, I'm telling you.
OK, well, let's hope we avoid them. Would you like to go first or second against our Egghead?
I would like to go first, actually.
So, playing music against Judith. Piers, your first question. Roxy Hart is a character in which musical of stage and screen? The Sound of Music, My Fair Lady, or Chicago?
Gosh, I haven't got a clue, but I'm going to have to guess here. So I suspect it isn't The Sound of Music. It sounds like it could be an American name, so I'm going to go for Chicago.
Absolutely right, well done.
Yes.
Thank goodness for that.
Phew.
Well done, Piers.
Well done, Piers.
Judith, yours. When Jason Orange left Take That in 2014, how many members of the original group remained? 2, 3, or 4?
Oh, dearie me. Take that. I think 3 remained.
You're absolutely right, Judith. Well done. 3.
Oh, phew.
Few. Here's your question. If Every Day Was Christmas is a 2016 single by which celebrity child? Cruz Beckham, Apple Martin, or Rocco Ritchie?
Gosh, again, I haven't got a clue, and I haven't heard the song. And is it music? I'm going to have to guess again, and I think it is Cruz Beckham.
You're right. Cruz Beckham it is.
Phew.
I can see how competitive you are. Judith, to catch up, which US singer had posthumous UK #1 albums with Songbird, Imagine, and American Tune? Is this Eva Cassidy, Janis Joplin, or Karen Carpenter?
I don't know, but I'm going to guess at Karen Carpenter.
Yeah, I know why you did that. Eva Cassidy is the answer. Oh, a bit of a glitch. So, Piers, you can take the round with this question. Don't let her back in. First performed in New York in 1954, The Tender Land was a major operatic work by which composer? John Cage, Aaron Copland, or Leonard Bernstein?
Gosh, again, I don't think it's avant-garde enough for John Cage, who I know is an avant-garde composer. I think it isn't Aaron Copland, so I'm going to go for Leonard Bernstein.
Yeah, I could see the logic of not doing Cage, but are you right on Copland Bernstein? Eggheads, do you know?
I would have gone the same as
You like Bernstein. What about you, Judith?
Well, I'm going to say Aaron Copland, because I just hope that's what it is.
Aaron Copland is right. Aaron Copland is the answer, so Judith has a chance to come back. Judith, get this wrong, you're out. In 2015, which American hip-hop group sold the only copy in existence of their album Once Upon a Time in Shaolin for a reported £1.3 million? Was this Arrested Development, Cypress Hill, or Wu-Tang Clan?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm going to go Arrested Development.
The answer is Wu-Tang Clan.
I
Judith,
so nearly went for that.
you so nearly got it right, but you're knocked out, I'm afraid.
Oh.
First blood to our challenges. This is good, guys. Well done, Piers.
You, by the skin of my teeth.
You've emerged triumphant against Judith. You will be in the final round. Please rejoin your teammates and we'll play on. As it stands, Seamingly Clueless have not lost any brains. Well played, Piers. That was good. That's a good start for you challenges. The Eggheads have had a brain knocked out. And the next subject is sport. Who wants sport?
There's only one person.
It's Danny, right?
Do you mind, Danny? No, I don't mind.
Yeah.
OK, our brilliant gardener. Against which Egghead? Can't be Judith, Danny. So you can have Lisa, Dave, Steve, or Kevin, left to right.
I think I'll go for Lisa.
So Danny from Seamingly Clueless is playing Lisa from the Eggheads. They're starting at the ends and moving to the middle. This is exciting. To ensure there's no conferring, please take your positions. Well, I'm sorry we haven't got a garden for you to work on here, Danny.
Oh, that's a shame, Jeremy.
I feel bad about turning to sport, but I've got to mention you are actually a sports person, really, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I used to play a little bit of sport.
And you've been on the books of Charlton Athletic?
A long, long time ago.
And Borussia Mönchengladbach?
Borussia Mönchengladbach in Germany, yes.
Well, I think we've got you on the right round here. I really do, Danny. So good luck on sport. You're playing Lisa. Danny, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Here's your first question, Lisa. Which word is used instead of match to refer to each of the 5 tennis contests that make up a Davis Cup tie between 2 countries? Rubber, draw, or scratch?
That's a rubber.
It is a rubber. Danny, on to you. The Rugby Union Centre, Jean de Villiers, has played over 100 times for which country? Is it Fiji, South Africa, or England?
Well, I'm not really a rugby person, Jeremy. And I reckon the clue has got to be in the name. Sounds like a South African name, so I'll go with that one.
You're absolutely right. South Africa.
Whoa.
South Africa. OK, Lisa, which athlete broke the indoor and outdoor pole vault world records 35 times during his career? Is it Roman Chevrolet, Carl Lewis, or Sergei Bubka?
So Carl Lewis was a sprinter and I don't think ever went near a pole vault pole in his life. It was part of Chevrolet's discipline because he was a decathlete, world record breaking decathlete. But the one we want here is Sergei Bubka.
Well done, you. Sergei Bubka is quite right. 35 times. They're quite good, Danny, aren't they?
They are, yeah, very good.
They know stuff. OK, your question, Danny. The footballer Thibaut Courtois typically plays in which position? Is he right wing, goalkeeper, centre half?
Well, I know this one. Goalkeeper.
Yeah, he is. Goalkeeper is correct. So 2 each. And Lisa, your question, your third question. In which city did the British swimmer Anita Lonsborough win an Olympic gold medal? Rome, Los Angeles, or London?
Okay. Now, when Becky Adlington won her gold medals, it was the first time that a British woman had done it since Lonsborough. And I think it was in the 60s, which would make it Rome, but I'll just have a little think about that. No, I don't think you've got to go back as far as 48 for it. I think it's Rome.
You're absolutely right. Rome it is. 3 out of 3, Lisa, on sport. Okay, to stay in, Danny, you've got to get this right. Which cricketer scored a century on his Test match debut for England against India in December 2016? Hasib Hamid, Keaton Jennings, or Ben Duckett?
Ooh, that's a question and a half. Keaton Jennings certainly did. You know what? I'm going to go for Keaton Jennings.
Keaton Jennings is the right answer.
Oh, it is?
Hey, woo!
Whoa.
I know you were on the edge there. You're playing well. You've got 3 out of 3. Lisa's got 3 out of 3. We go now to sudden death. It gets a bit harder. I don't give you different options. Lisa, your question. What is the first name of the American high jumper after whom the Fosbury flop technique was named?
I think he was Dick Fosbury.
Dick Fosbury is quite right. So, Danny, you need to get this one. In 2016, which Englishman became golf's first Olympic champion since 1904?
Well, it wasn't Rory McIlroy because he didn't go. Look, I'm going to take a punt on this one. Darren Clarke.
Darren Clarke is your answer. Lisa?
Justin Rose.
Justin Rose.
Ah,
is the
Justin
answer.
Rose.
So sorry, Danny, you've been knocked out by
Okay.
our egghead there, which levels things up. Please return to your teams and we'll play on. All right, you've lost the brain, seemingly clueless. The eggheads have lost one too. We're in a perfect situation for a great contest here. And your next subject is arts and books. Who would like this?
Go for it. Yeah.
Probably me. Yeah. Me, I think.
Okay, it's going to be Tom Dyckhoff, architecture critic, against which egghead? Dave, Steve, Kevin.
And I like a bit of symmetry, so who are we going to knock out? I think Dave.
All right. I thought symmetry would mean taking out Steve in the middle.
I know, but one by one, then we'll get the middle one.
I see the logic. Tom from Seemingly Clueless to take on Tremendous Knowledge Dave, as he's known, from the Eggheads. On Arts and Books, please go to the question room. Good luck in this round, Tom. Arts and Books, the subject, against Tremendous Knowledge Dave. Would you like to go first or second?
I'd like to go first, get it over and done with.
And here we go, Arts and Books, your first question. Which of these is a book by Roald Dahl? Tom, is it How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Fantastic Mr. Fox, or Where the Wild Things Are?
Well, I actually know this one. One thing, I've got 2 small kids, so I know about children's books, so this is something I know about. Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Is the right answer. Well done, Fantastic Mr. Fox. Dave, your question. What is the opening line of Shakespeare's play, Twelfth Night? To be or not to be, that is the question. Let's slip the dogs of war, or if music be the food of love, play on.
If music be the food of love, play on.
Absolutely right. If music be the food of love, play on is the right answer.
Yeah.
Tom, back to you. The Running Man, featuring a futuristic game show in which contestants are hunted down, is a 1982 book by which author? William Golding, Stephen King, or Clive Barker?
Science fiction is not my thing. I'm pretty sure William Golding didn't write much in the way of science fiction. Stephen King might have done. But I'm going to go with Clive Barker.
It's interesting. So 1982 book. It's by Stephen King. Stephen King wrote The Running Man, not one of his best known.
No.
It was actually released under the name Richard Bachman. And these days you usually get Stephen King writing as Richard Bachman. But yeah, that's the book on which the Schwarzenegger film with the same name is based.
Okay, Dave, your question. In Oliver Twist, which character is described by Dickens on his first appearance as having 2 scowling eyes, one of which displayed various party-coloured symptoms of having been recently damaged by a blow? Dave, is this Bill Sikes, Mr. Brownlow, or Fagin?
Right, I'm not sure about this one at all. Logic would normally take me to Fagin, but Damaged by a Blow, because Bill Sikes was a bit of a bruiser, leads me more to Bill Sikes. Yeah, you know what? Let's go Bill Sikes.
The answer is Bill Sikes. So Dave takes the lead, and it means, Tom, you need this to stay in. What's it gonna be then, eh? Is the opening line to which novel? 1984, A Clockwork Orange, or Moby Dick?
Well, I don't think it's 1984. I've not read Moby Dick. I've read A Clockwork Orange, but can't I remember that being the opening line of A Clockwork Orange? I'll go for A Clockwork Orange as a punt.
You're absolutely right, Tom. Well done. A Clockwork Orange. Well done. Dave, you can take the round with this question. The Alan Ayckbourn play, A Chorus of Disapproval, is based around rehearsals for an amateur production of what? The Marriage of Figaro, Albert Herring, or The Beggar's Opera?
I didn't know which opera it was. Oh dear. It could be any of them. I'm gonna go Albert Herring.
Albert Herring. It's The Beggar's Opera.
Would never have got that.
The Beggar's Opera. So after 3 questions, you're level. We go now to sudden death. Just to make it that bit harder, these questions are not multiple choice. Tom, here's yours. The novel The Last of the Mohicans was first published in which century?
The 19th century.
19th is right. Dave, in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. You don't like your Harry Potter?
No, gone, yeah.
In Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the blood of which creature is said to keep you alive even if you are an inch from death, but at a terrible price?
No, not gonna get anywhere near it. Dragon.
No, a unicorn. You've been knocked out,
Yep.
Dave. Tom, well done. You're in the final round. Well done
a close
indeed.
one.
So please come back to us. This is looking very good for our celebs now. We'll play the last round before the final. So as it stands, Seamingly Clueless have lost 1 brain from the final round. The Eggheads have lost 2 though. Dave has gone. 1 more round before the final. And the subject for you is science. Now, so it's going to be Esme or Keith.
Come on, do you want to flip a coin?
Absolutely hopeless.
Anyone got a science background they can declare?
Doesn't look like it.
No, not really.
Doesn't look good.
I'll have a go.
Go on, Keith.
I'll give it a go.
Keith's gonna
I'll
have
give it a
this.
go.
All right, brilliant. And against which egghead, Keith? You can have Steve or Kevin. Do you hurl yourself at Kevin? Do you try and take out Steve? I don't know.
I'll hurl myself at Kevin.
Okay,
Always the best tactic.
good.
Stand well back.
So Keith from Seemingly Clueless gets Kevin on the potter's wheel from the Eggheads. To ensure there's no conferring, please, for the last time, take your positions. I'm wondering if you might be Britain's most famous potter, Keith.
Well, either me or maybe Grayson Perry.
You're up against Kevin, Keith. He's very good. Would you like to go first or second?
I shall go first, please, Jeremy.
And here is your first question, Keith. Good luck. The sun is at the center of which of these? The solar system, the galaxy, or the universe?
Well, it's not the universe, the galaxy. No, I'm pretty sure it's the solar system.
Clue is in the name. Yes, the solar system is the right answer. Kevin, what type of animal is a tapir? Fish, reptile, or mammal?
It's a mammal.
Mammal is right. Very good. Okay, back to you, Keith. Caspian and Javan are 2 now extinct types of which animal? Penguin, tiger, or llama?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not a penguin. I would go for llama.
Tiger is the answer.
okay.
Not llama. So sorry, Keith. Kevin, your question. Which particle is often referred to as the God particle by the media? Is it the Higgs boson, antiquark, or electron neutrino?
Well, there was a lot of publicity around this because it was something that had been searched for about 50 years before it was finally, they think, detected as an entity that's supposed to give mass to other particles. It's the Higgs boson.
Higgs boson is quite right. Keith, here's your question to stay in. Which famous astronomer born in Hanover was also an accomplished musician who wrote 24 symphonies? Edmund Halley, Patrick Moore, or William Herschel?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not Patrick Moore. There's the Halley's Comet. I'm going to go William Herschel.
I'm glad you did. William Herschel's correct.
Yes.
Well done, the astronomer who was also a musician. All right, level, but Kevin has this question in hand. Kevin, here we go. Which English scientist born in 1578 published his theory of how the heart propels blood in a circular course through the body in a work called Anatomical Study of the Motion of the Heart and of the Blood in Animals? Was this Edward Jenner, William Harvey, or Robert Hooke?
Yeah, well, he's the one who's credited with this, actually working out this system, although people had previously had ideas about some of it. It's William Harvey.
And that's how they quiz. That's how they roll, Keith. I'm so sorry. William Harvey's the right answer.
Great.
You're seeing one of the all-time great quizzes there.
Fantastic.
Kevin, you're in the final. Keith, sorry you've been knocked out, but the challengers have got a good shout in this final round. Return to us, gentlemen, and we'll play it. All right, exciting contest this, and this is what we've been playing towards. It is time for our final round. As always, it is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be in the final round. So that's Danny and Keith from Seamingly Clueless, but also Dave and Judith from the Eggheads. Would you please now leave our studio? Tom, Piers, Esme, you're playing to win Seamingly Clueless £9,000. Lisa, Steve and Kevin, you're playing for something that money can't buy, which is the Eggheads' reputation, and to keep defeating these celebrity teams, which you're doing at the moment. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time, the questions are all general knowledge. You are allowed to confer. So, Seemingly Clueless, the question is, can your 3 brains defeat these 3 over here? Tom, Piers, Esme, would you like to go first or second?
First.
Here we go. At the start of a game of chess, the queen sits with the king on one side of her and which piece on the other? Bishop, knight, or castle?
It is the...
I have a clue.
I do, sorry.
Go on.
Do you know play chess? You haven't worked it out,
played
Piers.
chess.
Okay, so
I have played chess.
king and queen. Castles are at the end, and is the knight the one with the horse?
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's the bishop.
Okay.
I don't know. So
The bishop.
Bishop is correct.
Hooray.
But I could see how one could get suddenly confused by that.
that's our sports question.
Overthinking.
Yes. Oh, let's hope so.
Eggheads, your first question. The word kahuna, used in expressions such as the big kahuna, has its origins in the indigenous language of which US state? Florida, Alaska, or Hawaii?
So it's that big kahuna? Must be Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii.
I think the K's and the H's give it away, Jeremy. It's Hawaii.
Hawaii is the right answer. Back to you, challengers. You're doing well. Which famous song begins with the lines, I am he as you are me, and we are all together.
Yeah.
See how they run like pigs from a gun, see how they fly. Is it Penny Lane?
No.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds? Or I Am the Walrus?
I'm the walrus.
Okay. I am the walrus.
I Am the Walrus. Yes, you're right. I Am the Walrus.
Good. Yes.
Eggheads! Got a feeling about this contest. I'm wondering if you might come unstuck. Which European country's flag consists of a yellow sun with 8 broadening rays extending to the edges of a red background? Is this Macedonia, Albania, or Serbia?
Macedonia.
Yeah, Macedonia.
Yeah, we're all happy that's Macedonia, Jeremy.
Macedonia is quite right. 2-2. Now this is important, it's your third question. Get this right, you may not need to do any more work. Which British fashion designer drove a tank to David Cameron's home in a protest against fracking in September 2015? Stella McCartney, Vivienne Westwood, or Christopher Kane?
Vivienne Westwood.
Oh, you know that. Vivienne Westwood is correct.
Well done.
3 out of 3. Will that be enough? Let's see. Eggheads, who wrote Hangover Square and the trilogy 20,000 Streets Under the Sky? Is it Patrick Hamilton, Alexander Trocchi, or John Edward Williams?
Read them both, so
Patrick
it
Hamilton,
is, yeah.
yeah.
Brilliant writing. Yeah. Right, well, I've read them both, Jeremy. The absolutely fantastic writer. It's Patrick Hamilton.
That's annoying.
Yes.
It is, isn't it?
Very.
Patrick Hamilton is correct. Eggheads, 3-3. All right, we go to sudden death. You know what this entails.
Yep.
I don't give you options. Keep on keeping on. Are you going to be the first celebrity team to beat them after 8 have fallen? Can you do it? In the UK, which patron saint's feast day is celebrated on April the 23rd?
St. George. Yeah, St.
Is it?
George.
Yeah.
Yeah,
St. George.
George is right. Well done, St. George. Eggheads to stay in. What is the name of the letter that directly follows delta in the classical Greek alphabet?
Epsilon, yeah.
Alpha, beta, gamma, delta.
Yeah.
Epsilon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, epsilon.
That's Epsilon, Jeremy.
Epsilon is right. Challenges. Seascape, A Delicate Balance, and Three Tall Women are Pulitzer Prize-winning plays by which American playwright?
Do you know?
No, I don't.
No.
I guess.
Right, well, let's think of
An
American
American
playwrights.
So Seascape, Three Tall Women.
It's not something like... It's not...
Pulitzer Prize
It's
winner.
not like Tennessee Williams or...
No, it doesn't sing a
who
bell.
would death was, it's not Arthur Miller.
Not Arthur Miller.
No, I
I get a bit
so. I think
sketchy
I'd
after
know.
Arthur Miller.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we need to go for one of those.
Yeah.
Because that's all we know.
Exactly, I think we're going to have to, yeah,
So-
try Arthur Miller.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's give him a go.
Okay.
It's not that, but let's give it a
Yeah,
go.
okay. Arthur Miller.
Arthur Miller is the wrong answer. Let's just see. Eggheads?
Edward
Edward
Albee.
Albee.
Oh, you all say it. Edward Albee was the answer, challengers. It's in their hands now. Can they win? Your question. The 2016 novel Holding is the first novel written by which broadcaster and talk show host?
Not a clue.
I think it might be Graham Norton.
That's a good
I'm
shout.
not sure, but I know that he did do one in 2016, which was very
Yeah.
well received by the critics, I thought.
Better than anything I've got. Are you happy with that, Lisa?
I'm happy.
I may be wrong.
Yeah. Kevin seems to think it's Graham Norton, so that is our answer.
Do you know this one?
I think it's Graham Norton.
I thought it was Jeremy Vine.
If only. They would deliberately get it wrong if it was me. If you've got it right, the contest is over. The correct answer is Graham Norton. We say congratulations, Eggheads, you have won.
We didn't disgrace us. No, not at all. Well done.
Well done.
Worthy winners.
Did you enjoy that?
Well, we didn't
was great.
disgrace ourselves.
Oh, no.
So that's okay.
You did a 3-3 in the final, for heaven's sake. You were toe-to-toe. Listen, thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
I hope you
you.
had a
Thank
good time.
you.
Our commiserations to these brilliant celebs of Seemingly Clueless, who weren't clueless at all, by the way. The Eggheads have done what comes naturally to them. This winning streak continues. It does mean that these celebs haven't won the £9,000, so we'll take that money, we'll roll it over to our next show. It's going to be 10,000. Eggheads, congratulations. Who will beat you? Join us next time to see if a new team of celebrity challengers have the brains to defeat the Eggheads for 10,000. Doing their best to create a dramatic storyline against the Eggheads today are the Cliffhangers. Now, everyone on this team has displayed their acting skills on that staple of the TV schedules, the soap opera. That 30-minute slice of daily high drama, often centered around the highs and lows of a dysfunctional family led by a tyrannical matriarch. Let's meet them.
Hi, my name's Lisa Maxwell, and you will have probably seen me in The Bill and as a loose woman. I'm not really a loose woman. I was on Loose Women, and I've been in EastEnders and Hollyoaks too.
Hello, my name's Sean Wilson, probably better known for playing the character Martin Platt in Coronation Street for 21 years. Now I'm the owner of an artisan cheese-making company making Lancashire cheeses in a handmade style, and I'm the host of the Great Northern Cookbook.
Hello, my name's Stephen Arnold, and I've been a professional actor for 28 years. I'm probably best known for playing Ashley Peacock in Coronation Street.
Hi, I'm Scott Wright, actor, and you'll know me as playing Sam Kingston in Coronation Street.
Hi, I'm Ayden Callaghan. You've probably most recently seen me as Joe Roscoe in Hollyoaks, or maybe before as Miles D'Souza in Emmerdale.
So Lisa and team, hello.
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 Great to see you. Lisa, you are in the team captain position.
I know, it's quite intimidating, I have to be honest, because I think this is a very smart bunch of boys.
No question. Because you're all actors, I'm thinking, Lisa, there could be some great bluffing going on here. You can actually front it.
I think actors can surprise people because we spend a lot of time waiting around on sets and we read lots of newspapers and books and things to pass the time, so hopefully...
Yeah, I think this does sound promising. Good luck, challengers. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our celebrities' chosen charity. If they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next show. Now, Cliffhangers, the Eggheads have taken on 9 celebrity teams and beaten them all. But I think that's good. I think that's good because it means that if it goes your way, you're going to be the first of 10.
The bars are nice and low.
Yes.
In a way, that's right. And the great thing here is every time someone loses, the jackpot increases, so there's £10,000 to play for.
Really?
For your charities. OK, here we go. The first head-to-head battle is on the subject of geography, and one of you needs to decide to do it against one of the Eggheads. So either Judith, Kevin, Beth, Dave or Lisa.
I'll have a go.
Yeah, why don't you?
I'm going to go Lisa to Lisa, I think.
What a great idea, and of course a nightmare for the presenter as well. Lisa... So Lisa from the Cliffhangers and Lisa from the Eggheads are going to go first into the question room to ensure there's no conferring. Please take your positions. So Lisa, challenger, you've stepped into the breach here.
Well, I saw that none of the boys wanted to do it, really, so I thought I'd maybe just get one out the way and see how we go.
All right, let's see how we go here. On geography, Lisa, your choice. Would you like to go first or second?
Second, please.
OK, so over to Lisa the Egghead with the first question. What are the Brecon Beacons in Wales? Lisa, beaches, mountains or lakes?
Every time I've climbed up one of them, they've been mountains.
They are indeed mountains. Lisa Maxwell. Lake Superior is the largest lake on which continent? Lisa, is it Africa, North America or Australia? Lake Superior.
I don't think it's Africa. For some reason, I was thinking of Canada for some strange reason. So, as America's sort of nearer to Canada, I'm thinking it might be an American lake. Lake Superior. I think it's in North America.
Let's check with the boys here. Guys,
North America.
They absolutely agree. North America is quite right. OK. Lisa Teal. At its northern end, the Bosphorus connects with which inland sea? Black Sea, Caspian Sea or Aral Sea?
Oh, joy. I always get the Black and the Caspian mixed up. It always happens. I think it is the Black Sea. But yeah, I mean, this literally will be on my tombstone. Lisa Teal, she always got the Black and Caspian Seas mixed up. No, I think it is the Black Sea.
Black Sea is correct. We needed that to go wrong, didn't we, Lisa?
We did. I didn't know that at all.
OK, here's your second question. Necker Island, owned by Richard Branson, is part of which island group? Florida Keys, Bahamas or British Virgin Islands?
I think I know this because I remember looking to see how much it would be to go there and I couldn't believe the price of it. I think it's something crazy, thousands and thousands a week. Necker, I think it's the Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands.
British Virgin Islands is correct. Well done. Lisa, your question. Which is the northernmost of New York City's 5 boroughs? The Bronx, Staten Island or Manhattan?
So you have to sail up from Staten Island to get to Manhattan, and it is up. And the Bronx is north of Manhattan. I think it must be the Bronx.
It is the Bronx. You got 3 out of 3. So Lisa, our challenger, you must get this right to stay in. Misr is the name used by locals for which country? And Misr is M-I-S-R. Is it Greece, Egypt or Croatia?
M-I-S-R, it could be a Greek word, but I've never heard of it and I've been to Greece on holiday a few times. Croatia, Croatian word is Croatians, it sounds very similar to Italian. Misa doesn't sound like an Italian word. I think I'm gonna have to go with Egypt because I know a little bit more about Greece and I've never come across that word before, so I think it might be an Egyptian word.
Egypt is correct. You're playing so well.
Oh my goodness.
So no questions wrong so far from our challengers, but not for the Eggheads either. 3 questions each, the scores are level, we go to sudden death. Lisa, Egghead, gets a bit harder. I don't give you different options. Here we go. The cribbar, also known as the Widowmaker, is a large wave, popular with daredevil surfers, that forms off the coast of which English county?
Go for where the majority of the surfers hang out and say Cornwall?
Cornwall is right, near Newquay. So you must get this right. Lisa, our challenger, to stay in. Gatton Lake is an artificial lake that forms a large section of which man-made waterway?
Can you spell that for me? Gatton.
G-A-T-U-N.
A man-made waterway. I don't even know what one of those is. Is that like a canal? I don't know. I've no idea. Sorry.
Okay, so you're passing. Let's see if your teammates, now you're so close. Do you know?
We were thinking Panama.
Yeah, you're right. Panama Canal is the answer. So you were very close. Once you hit the word canal, I thought you were going to go Suez Canal, Panama Canal. There aren't that many.
I was thinking in England, actually. It just sounded like an English name to me,
Gatton.
so I didn't even, like I was
Panama
thinking
Canal.
of Gatton, and I think Gatcombe went into my mind, and, you know.
Panama Canal is the answer. So Lisa, well done. You're in the final round. Lisa Teal, that is, from the Eggheads. Sorry, Lisa, from the challenges. You've been knocked out. Fought the good fight, though.
Thank
Come
you.
back to us, please. We'll play on. So as it stands, the Cliffhangers have lost a brain from the final round after a brilliant fight by Lisa. The Eggheads are still all there. Lisa, the Egghead, is still in. And the next subject for you is politics. Now, who would like this?
Oh, my God.
Is this the one where we had the gap?
Oh, man.
Oh.
gee.
I've got a
What
prayer
do
on
you-
it.
I said straight away that was my worst one.
Okay, okay.
I would
Does
say I
anyone want
haven't
to have a
got
go
a
at
prayer on
it?
it. I'll take the bullet, but I don't expect anything but a whitewash.
It might not be, I mean, are all of the Eggheads really good at politics? So if you maybe if you bag yourself a
Like I said, I think picking an egghead
Politics.
to go up against is like, you know, it's a bit like, just poke me in the left eye or poke me in the right eye.
Give it a go.
They're sat there for a reason. I'll take you, man, Dave.
All right, so Ayden from the Cliffhangers on politics versus Dave from the Eggheads. And to ensure there's no conferring, please take your positions. So, politics, Ayden, and you're against the man we call tremendous knowledge, Dave. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Here we go, Ayden. I know it's not your choice of subject, so good luck here. In US politics, what name is given to a proposed law or policy? Caucus, bill, or grant?
Well, it's definitely not a grant. I can't think it's a caucus. I mean, as soon as I heard you say it, my guess is a bill. I seem to recall a Simpsons episode where they did something like that. So, based on my knowledge of The Simpsons, I'm going to go with bill.
Bill is right. And funny enough, The Simpsons seem to provide us with a lot of answers, Dave, don't
Yes,
they? If you
they
watch
do.
The Simpsons, you know a lot of answers to quiz questions.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Everything comes up through The Simpsons.
Yes, it does.
OK, Dave, your question. Which of these politicians was born first? Ed Miliband, Silvio Berlusconi, or Nigel Farage?
It's not Nigel Farage and it's not Ed Miliband. I believe it's Silvio Berlusconi, please.
Silvio Berlusconi was definitely born first. Well done, Dave. One each. Back to you, Ayden. The Log-Ting, which translates as law thing, is the name of the parliament of which island group? Is it the Faroe Islands, Frisian Islands, or Falkland Islands? It's L-O, and the O has a diagonal line through it.
Okay.
Top right to bottom left.
Yeah.
So L-O-G-T-I-N-G, Log-Ting.
Well, the O with the diagonal line through it is a Scandinavian thing, I think. And I'm going to go with the Faroe Islands.
Faroe Islands is your answer. Let's just check, Eggheads, what's the answer here?
Pharaohs.
Faroe is right, Ayden. Well done. 2 out of 2. Hey! Dave, when a guest on Desert Island Discs, what did Theresa May choose as her luxury item? An Aston Martin, a crate of Scottish whiskey, or a lifetime subscription to Vogue?
What a question. The obvious answer would be a lifetime subscription to Vogue, but I've got very deep misgivings about this. But I'm going to go a lifetime subscription to Vogue, please.
A lifetime subscription to Vogue is the correct answer. Well done, Dave. Ayden, your question, third question, could be crucial here. The most recent occasion that one party won more than 50% of the popular vote in a UK general election was in which year? 1931, 1945, or 2010?
Well, I can't believe it'd be as recent as 2010. I'm leaning towards 45, simply with it being the year the Second World War came to an end, and you know, maybe the government having steered us through that. Their popularity may have been high, but I could be way off the mark there. I'm going to have to go with 45. That's my gut instinct, so I'm going to go with it.
45 was an interesting election, Ayden, because this is when Churchill lost, isn't it? So it's a funny old thing. He comes through the Second World War and he's voted out.
Yeah.
It's actually, with this, you've got to go back to 1931. 31 is the answer. All right. Dave, you have a chance to take the round, therefore, with this question. The former Danish Prime Minister, Helle Thorning-Schmidt, married which British politician in 1996? Stephen Kinnock, Boris Johnson, or Nick Clegg?
Don't believe it's Boris Johnson. Don't believe it's Nick Clegg. I seem to remember her father and mother-in-law were Neil and Glenys Kinnock. So logically, that leads me to Stephen Kinnock. Please.
The answer is Stephen Kinnock. Dave, we say well done. Sorry, Ayden, but a very good performance when it's not your subject. Ayden knocked out. Dave in the final. Return to us, please. We'll play round 3. As it stands, the Cliffhangers have lost 2 brains now from the final round. The Eggheads have not lost any so far. And your next subject is sport.
Yes.
Ah, that's good.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Stephen?
Yeah, I'd love to do sport.
Brilliant. Okay, that's good to hear. Who would you like to take on? Any of these 3 nearest to me, Beth, Kevin, or Judith?
Either Beth or Judith, but I want to choose Judith, please.
Very good. So it's
I like that look as well, then, Judith.
She's not happy. Not happy at all. No. Stephen from the Cliffhangers versus Judith from the Eggheads on sport. Please take your positions. Stephen, sport against Judith. Would you like to go first or second?
I would like to go second, please.
OK, Judith, here we go. We know all about sport, don't we?
We know about playing it, anyhow.
Not your favourite. The phrases to throw in the towel and on the ropes are derived from which sport? Boxing, rowing, or sailing?
I think I do know that one. That's boxing.
It is boxing. Well done. Stephen, which of these sporting competitions was invented first? Formula One World Championship, Winter Olympics, or FA Cup?
I can't see it being Formula One. Do you know what? Because football's 18... Originally, I'm going to go with FA Cup.
Dave will know this, Dave?
Yeah, FA Cup's 1872. I think the Winter Olympics is 24. And I think the Formula One World Championship, 1950.
FA Cup was 1872. You're quite right. The FA Cup is correct. Judith, which American golfer and former Open champion is nicknamed Wild Thing? David Duval, John Daly, or Bubba Watson?
Well, I know Bubba Watson is an Open champion. I'm not sure. I think it might be Bubba Watson.
Stephen, is she right?
I think it's John Daly.
John Daly is the right answer. Oh. OK, maybe it's turning now towards the challengers. Stephen, get this right to go into the lead. Ravichandran Ashwin plays cricket for which international team? Pakistan, South Africa, or India?
To know this is probably my weakest subject in sport. I didn't really want a cricket question, but my gut instinct was Pakistan, so I'm going to go with Pakistan, please.
Dave, is he right?
No, Indian spin bowler and occasional good batsman, but India.
India is the right answer. So level. Third question, Judith. England goalkeeper Peter Shilton made his senior debut in 1966, playing for which team? Southampton, Leicester City, or Nottingham Forest?
Well, if it's his senior one, it's kind of his last job, maybe it's Leicester City.
Yeah, I mean, you've got it right, actually. It is Leicester City, but senior debut, I think, meaning not as a child player, not as a youth player, but in the main team.
Oh, no, I thought it meant when he's kind of retired from...
I know you did, but he's not that old. So I don't know how she did that, Stephen.
I don't.
Me neither,
The
but well
logic
done
was
to her.
all over the place
All
there.
the wrong logic.
Okay, you need to get this right to stay in, Stephen. Billy Bean is a celebrated team manager in which sport? Baseball, ice hockey, or basketball?
I'm going to go with a total guess, but again, my gut instinct is just saying baseball.
Baseball is correct. Well done. Well done. Scores level. After 3 questions, we go to sudden death. Judith, not multiple choice now. Which Florida-based American football team won every game during the 1972 regular season before going on to triumph in Super Bowl VII?
The Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins is correct.
No, really?
Yes, really. Well, she went Florida, Miami, Miami Dolphins. That's how she did that. That's why she's a quizzer. Okay, Stephen. Caris Davina are the real first names of which British Paralympian and Baroness?
I really haven't got a clue about that. I'm just thinking there's got to be a clue in there, but I just can't think of any. No, I'm sorry. I've not got an answer for that.
Okay, let me just go to you've passed. Let me go to your teammates here.
Dame Tammy Gray-Thompson.
Dame Tanny Gray-Thompson is the answer.
No, I wouldn't have got that done.
Oh, Stephen. Knocked out by Judith, who's trying very hard not to look pleased with herself and not succeeding. All right, come back to us. One more round to play. Okay, as it stands, the Cliffhangers, who we're loving having here, are having a bit of a difficult time, although not playing at all badly. The Eggheads are just playing very well. You've lost 3 brains. The Eggheads have not lost 1 so far. But we have another subject for you, and it's film and TV.
Yes, that's better.
You're going to go film and TV. That's what you said.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Well, listen, if Scott goes out here, you're going to be on your own in the final.
Well,
Sean,
yeah,
so
that's the thing.
you will be answering questions, so don't worry about that. There's no question about it. Which Egghead would you like to take on? You've got left Kevin, known as the Grandmaster, or Beth next to Kevin.
I'm going for Kevin.
Scott from the Cliffhangers versus Kevin from the Eggheads. Please go to the question room for the last time. Scott, film and TV. And would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Here we go. Which of these is a famous quote from the film Toy Story? Scott, is it "You ain't heard nothing yet," "I'm the king of the world," or "To infinity and beyond"?
Well, I've got a 6-year-old daughter, Lex, who's watched all the Toy Stories, so I have had to watch them over and over again. So I'm going to go "To infinity and beyond."
Yes, of course, "To infinity and beyond." Well done. Kevin, which of these films starred Michael Caine? Lawrence of Arabia, Zulu, or The Great Escape?
Well, funnily enough, the answer is Zulu. And seeing that at the cinema when I was about 7 was what inspired an interest in the Zulu War, which subsequently was my final in the subject when I won Mastermind.
Oh, right.
But yeah, it's Zulu.
Zulu is the right answer. Well done, Kevin. Okay, Scott, back to you. The comedy double act Morecambe and Wise often closed their shows with a rendition of which song? Moon River, Underneath the Arches, or Bring Me Sunshine?
Well, it's Bring Me Sunshine. I'm going to go with that.
Bring Me Sunshine it is. Well done, Scott. 2 out of 2. Making light work of it so far. Kevin, the Shipmans and the Wests are families in which TV comedy series? Gavin and Stacey, Him and Her, or The Thick of It?
I seem to remember that the name of one of the families in Gavin and Stacey was West. I think didn't Rob Brydon played Bryn West or something like that? Anyway, I think it's Gavin and Stacey.
Gavin and Stacey is correct. So, 2-2 after 2 questions. Scott, the third, as we know, can be crucial. Who played the title role in the 1960s TV version of Batman? Scott, was it Adam West, Burt Ward, or George Reeves?
It was Adam West.
Adam West is the right answer, Scott. Well done. Okay, third question to Kevin. Maybe Kevin will trip up here. Which film star celebrated his 100th birthday in 2016? Kevin, was it Robert Mitchum, Kirk Douglas, or Gene Hackman?
Gene Hackman's a bit younger. But Kirk Douglas and Robert Mitchum were born fairly close together, but the one who turned 100 in 2016 was Kirk Douglas.
Kirk Douglas is correct. So 3 out of 3 for you both. We go to sudden death. Last round before the final. And Scott, your question. I don't give you options. In which country was the actress Margot Robbie born?
It would be easy to say America, but it's not. It's Australia.
It is Australia.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good man.
Kevin, you don't get to 500 million friends without making a few enemies, is the tagline of which 2010 film?
Well, I'm assuming that this is the one about the founding of Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, and so it's The Social Network.
The Social Network is right. Scott, who played the title role of an aging Sherlock Holmes in the 2015 film Mr. Holmes?
I cannot dredge that from the back of my memory, and I really know it, and I'm going to really regret not remembering this. I can't think of anybody, so I'm just going to say Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is your answer. Let's see. Team, do we know?
McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
Oh.
Who actually I think has been in Coronation Street.
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
Don't rub it in.
All right. I won't rub it in, sorry. I won't mention that again. Kevin, you have a chance now to take the round with this question. In 2015, the actor Joe Manganiello married which actress from the TV comedy series Modern Family? This for the round.
I don't watch Modern Family, and I've only got one actress's name from it, and that's Sofia Vergara, but whether it's her, I don't know. Sofia Vergara?
Sofia Vergara is the right answer, Kevin. You've taken the round. He is very, very good. Sorry, Scott. All right, we've done 4 rounds. We can play the final. Return to us, and we'll do it. So this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So, Lisa, Stephen, Scott, and Ayden from the Cliffhangers, would you please now leave the studio? Well, here we are, Sean.
Well,
I know this wasn't quite the plan.
no, it wasn't the plan. And as the day has progressed, we have kind of, as a team, realised that Scott was probably our font of knowledge. And we must admit, Scott's made a good impression of himself today. So really, we could have done with Scott being here. But even so, we're against 5 eggs.
Don't worry. Honestly, you can do it. People have done it from that position. So, you're playing to win £10,000 for your charities. Lisa, Dave, Beth, Kevin, Judith, you're playing for something that money can't buy. The Eggheads' reputation. Now, as usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. They're all general knowledge. You may confer. Sorry that doesn't help you, Sean.
Yeah, OK.
Question is, can your one brain defeat these 5? Would you like to go first or second?
I suppose I better go first.
And here we go. General knowledge, Sean. Good luck. Hartlepool is a seaport in which county of the UK? Durham, Cumbria, or Kent?
It's, well, Kent and Cumbria are nowhere near Hartlepool, because Hartlepool is in Durham.
Durham is quite right. OK, Eggheads. Henry Hill and Jimmy Conway are characters in which film? Apocalypse Now, The Shawshank Redemption, or Goodfellas?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm. Goodfellas. Robert De Niro and Ray Liotta. Well, Ray Liotta's Henry Hill.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro's Jimmy Conway.
Yeah. All right, then. I'm reliably informed that's Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is correct. Good answer. Sean, here's your question. Which of these actors claims to have had an impromptu boxing match with the Dalai Lama? Gary Busey, Brian Blessed, or Danny Dyer?
OK, well, I think I know this. Brian Blessed has had many a foray to the Everest region. And I would have thought would have taken great curiosity in Buddhism and would have had an opportunity to meet the Dalai Lama. And I would have thought something must have happened and Brian Blessed was that very man.
Brian Blessed is correct.
Hey.
Hey, that's good. OK, Eggheads. The Ural Mountains mark the traditional boundary between which 2 continents? Europe and Asia, Africa and Asia, or North and South America?
Europe and Asia.
Europe and Asia.
Yeah, they are the border between Europe and Asia.
Yes, the boundary between Europe and Asia. Correct answer. 2 each. Back to you, Sean. Which of these words refers specifically to eagles? Boobaline, Pavonine, or Aquiline?
Oh, no. Here sits a bird watcher. Not looking at Aquiline, don't think. And I've never even heard of Boobaline. So I'm going to go for Pavonine.
Pavonine. Now, is there some way of getting this out of the Roman
Yes,
stuff? What's going on?
The Latin for eagle is aquila.
As
So that
Aquila?
would take you to Aquiline.
Okay.
Aquiline is the
Okay.
answer. 2 each after 3 questions to Sean. But this is your third. You can end the contest with this, Eggheads. The fictional schoolboy, Billy Bunter, was created by which writer? Richmal Crompton, Frank Richards, or Thomas Hughes?
Frank Richards.
Is it ain't the other two?
Yes, Frank Richards.
Frank Richards. Yep, that's Frank Richards.
The correct answer is Frank Richards. We say congratulations, Eggheads. You have won.
Well played.
Did you say you're a bird watcher, right?
Yes, but I didn't. I've never really studied the Greek names for any of the birds. It's not really interested me, but I am quite a bird watcher.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the name for the eagles. Never mind.
But great to see you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks ever so much, and it's been lovely. It really has.
And
we've
great-
all enjoyed ourselves.
Great for us. Thank you, team.
Yes.
Wonderful to see you. Commiserations to our cliffhangers. The Eggheads have done what comes naturally to them. Your winning streak continues. It does mean that the challengers haven't won the £10,000, so we'll roll it over to our next show. Eggheads, congrats. Will you ever be beaten by a celeb team? Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to take them down. There'll be £11,000 on the table. Till we quiz again, goodbye.